This is Nocturnal Sonata with a new Diablo 3 video. This is the Tal Rasha full set. It's a 4 set, and basically at the end of it, it rains meteorites out of the sky, which is pretty decent. The weapons you use is entirely up to you, but as per usual, I'm using the Thunder Fury. How you set it up to do with your sources is entirely up to you. These are the ones I recommend you use, especially if you're going for the Firebird full set or for the Mirror Ball and its special effect. The rest of the things you want is, obviously you want the Tal Rasha full set, so you get the set bonus, which is fairly useful. You can obviously stack this with Firebird if you like. I've tried it a few times, it's not too bad, especially if you're going for a fire build. At the moment I'm not, so I don't need the full set, and I'm going for more damage than anything else. These are the attacks I'm using. Again, you can mix and match it as you please. This is just a standard solo. I'm using a Hydra, Mammoth for solo play, and Cyclone's very useful. Again, everything, it's up to you how you want to set it up. It's not really important as long as you have the full set. The one thing I will say is somewhat important, or should I say very useful, especially if you're playing with other people, is to have, instead of working on, let's say, just lightning skills, to have at least one skill that does fire and one skill that does, whether it's lightning or cold damage or arcane or something like that, because the meteorites that fall out of the sky, should I say meteors that fall out of the sky, are determined by which attack you do, and they happen every 8 seconds. You can obviously just work on lightning skills, which is perfectly fine, like there's a lightning meteorite that just fell, and on top of it there was fire ones that fell. Having the two separate types of attacks allows you to generate both of them. I've actually tried it generating all 4 of them. It's quite interesting because you can have an arcane meteorite, you can have a frozen orb fall out of the sky, a lightning, or a fire, which is deals multiple types of damage, which is pretty useful. But for me, I just find the 2 is perfect. As this is a predominantly lightning build with, obviously I'm using a Mammoth Hydra fire, I find it just works best having the 2 types falling. You don't have to work it like that if you're playing with your companion on solo play. They will generate the meteorite of that type out of the sky, but if you're playing with other people, it won't. So by that I mean, if you've set your companion up to have a fire weapon, it will help you generate fire meteors out of the sky. Whereas if you're playing with other people online, and say you're playing with someone that's a fire person, it won't help generate fire meteors at all. That's why I recommend using 2 types of attacks to generate both types. Or if you don't have the Mammoth, you can use Sparkflint to work perfectly fine for the Wizard. Again, this is a real easy system to play, and you don't have to think about dropping the meteors out of the sky, which is, for me, it's pretty damn good. Very effective. For higher torment levels, you're probably going to want to mix it up a bit. Like I say, I have tried this full Firebird set as well. It's very potent. I personally don't require it, although mainly because I don't really have the right stuff for it. I still need Tal Rasha's amulet, and with that I could, although I quite like the amulet I'm using right now. It's very, very effective, and for the no apparent reason, arcane boost, why not? Anyway, this is Nocturnal Sonata, and I will see you next time.